Alright, for the first video for the chapter here, we're going to look at heterogeneous and homogeneous mixtures, and then just mixtures in general. So the first thing I'm going to ask you here, you see on the worksheet, is what is a mixture? Okay, mixtures are just what they sound like. Okay, they are a combination of substances in which each substance retains its own chemical property. So you're not making anything new in the sense that you are changing the actual chemical makeup of whatever you are adding together. You're just mixing them all together. So some examples of the different mixtures are like pizza, Italian dressing, Kool-Aid, pop, the alloy in tire rims, okay? Those are just some basic examples of different types of mixtures. But what you have to be careful about is the question there, number 2 on your worksheet. What is the difference between a mixture and a substance? And that should actually say pure substance. Okay? Well, the pure substances are the things that make up the mixture. So they're all the little individual parts that retain their own chemical properties. Those are the pure substances that make up or encompass the entire mixture. So on a pizza, the pure substances would be like the mushrooms, the green peppers, the pepperonis, the sausage, that kind of stuff. Those are the pure substances in the sense of that kind of mixture. Okay? And then the entire pizza is my mixture. Now, when we look at mixtures, there are 2 different types of mixtures. Okay? There are heterogeneous mixtures and homogeneous mixtures. And now, number 4, I'm going to tell you the difference between the 2. Okay, a heterogeneous mixture are where your individual substances remain distinct throughout the mixture. And then you can see the little bitty parts. So a pizza or a supreme pizza is a good example of a heterogeneous mixture. Italian dressing is a good example of a heterogeneous mixture, because you can go through and pick out all of the little bitty parts that are still there. Okay. You also have to be careful with a heterogeneous mixture, because if you have different states involved there, solid, liquid, gas, that is also considered a heterogeneous mixture. So things like pop, where you have the carbon dioxide, the carbonation, and then you also have the liquid, that is an actual heterogeneous mixture. Now, if you have a flat soda, where all the carbonation is gone, now you can't pick out any other part. There's not more than one state of matter. That is a homogeneous mixture. So like I just said, a homogeneous mixture is where you have a constant composition throughout the mixture. For example, Kool-Aid, or the rims on your tires. Okay, those are what we call actually an alloy. They're combinations of metals. Okay, Kool-Aid is a combination of usually sugar, water, the coloring, and the Kool-Aid mix. Okay, but it has a constant composition throughout. I cannot go through and pick out the little bitty pieces of sugar. Okay. Now, when we talk about a homogeneous mixture, you get into what's called a solution. And we'll talk more about solutions later, but for right now, solutions are a good example of a homogeneous mixture. Now, the common misconception is that solutions are just in liquid form, and they are not. What I actually just mentioned about the alloy of the different metals on your tire rims, those are solutions. Okay, you can have a gas-gas solution. You can have a liquid-liquid solution. You can have a liquid-solid solution. It's not just liquids. All you have to do is have a constant composition throughout to be really considered a homogeneous mixture. And we'll look more at the solutions in the next video. So what I want you to do now is flip over to the back side of your worksheet, and we're going to go through these examples. All right, we're going to classify each of these as either a mixture or a pure substance. If it is a mixture, you're going to identify it as either a homogeneous mixture or a heterogeneous mixture. So the first one off is Gatorade. Okay, now you got to ask yourself, is that one thing, which would be a pure substance, or is it many things, which is a mixture? Well, Gatorade is a combination of lots of things. It's got sugar, water, the flavoring, all kinds of electrolytes and things in it. So that is definitely a mixture. And the question is it a homogeneous mixture or a heterogeneous mixture? Well, Gatorade, for example, this is my Gatorade for this morning. So I cannot pick out the little bitty parts in my Gatorade. So that would mean that it is a homogeneous mixture. Okay, oil and water. Now it's obviously more than one thing, as there are two things listed here. So that is a mixture. Now can you pick out the pieces of oil and water? Oil and water do not mix at all, really. So that would definitely be a heterogeneous mixture. Okay, tapioca pudding. Tapioca has the little bitty gelatin balls in it. Okay, whether it's vanilla or butterscotch, whatever flavor the pudding is, doesn't matter. There's still more than one thing in pudding, so that is a mixture. And since you can pick out the little bitty pieces, that is a heterogeneous mixture. Okay, potting soil. Potting soil is not just one thing, it is many things. That is a mixture. Potting soil is very rarely just one type of dirt in it. There are usually fertilizers and all kinds of other things in there. So that is a heterogeneous mixture. Carbon dioxide, okay, letter E. Looking at carbon dioxide, that is one thing. It is not a mixture of bunches of things. It's actually got two elements together. But we're talking about different substances. This is one substance, so this is a pure substance. Okay, go ahead and try the last half. And check your answers when you get done. Okay, so let's check your answers now. F, chicken noodle soup, should be a mixture. That's heterogeneous. G, salt water, that is a mixture. That is homogeneous. H, that is club soda. That is a mixture. But that is heterogeneous because just like the pop, you have the carbonation and then you have the liquid. I, aluminum, that is a pure substance. That is one thing. Coffee is a mixture. That is homogeneous. Iron ore is like what they dig up when they are mining. So that is a mixture, not just iron. And that is a heterogeneous mixture. There's all kinds of other things that are there with the iron to make it not constant throughout.